Greek voters have done their bit to stabilise global financial markets, but it isn't expected to buy much time for policymakers. Analysts are already turning their attention to the host of uncertainties ahead, bracing for the next disappointment. It's something leaders gathering for the G20 summit in Mexico are acutely aware of, and they'll be doing all they can to pressure their European counterparts into delivering a lasting solution. Here's finance correspondent Philip Lasker.
Following the Greek vote, that electorate called the financial markets voted with their money.
Equity markets are stronger, the euro's stronger, the Aussie dollar's up, bond yields are up, so there's a bit of a relief.
Markets throughout Asia were up between 1% and 2%. The Australian dollar is at a one-month high above $1.01 US.
In terms of market reaction today, we think that the euphoria will be pretty short-lived.
If it was all about Greece, it would probably be, a more positive outcome, but I think people are pretty cognizant of the fact that there are still a number of big global risks out there.
Like rising concerns surrounding Spain and Italy.
The most likely outcome around Spain will be that they will be forced, like Greece and Portugal and Ireland, to actually ask the EU and IMF for a full bailout package at some point in the next couple of months.
And despite the market-friendly election result, the new Greek government is expected to try and renegotiate European bailout terms.
I think they have to. I think the whole Eurozone concept does require the strong and the financially more secure parts of the Eurozone putting their hand in their pocket and bailing them out.
But others don't see a middle ground.
It's probably going to be a mutually agreed separation as it would be in a malfunctioning marriage.
The Eurozone crisis has also strained relationships among G20 leaders. Those outside Europe are angry at the lack of a definitive plan.
What the G20 can do is to put pressure on the European authorities. It can suggest particular policy responses. But, at the end of the day, this isn't within the realm of the US or Australia or China or Brazil to solve. The people that have to solve this problem are in Europe.
But others say G20 leaders at least have a common purpose.
The fact that everybody's on board, nobody wants the global economy to double dip into a nasty recession in the second half of this year, should give the market some comfort that it's being discussed.
That's not nearly enough for many who don't see the G20 or the Greek election solving the fundamental problem.
There are a number of European countries that face almost intractable public debt problems, and there isn't a clear plan, it seems, to deal with that.
So prepare for graphs going in the opposite direction and many more sleepless nights ahead.